Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's go.
Just like that. Just like that.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Go now. 70, Indy. 5.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
What we got? He's crossing. He's checking crack. Watch the safety creep. Watch the shift.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
They'll drop the throw. Looking for Campbell down. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
25, check 25, check 25. Jim. X3. Delta.
Now Murray throwing on second down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Stepping up, Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Look at me, zipper. Let's go.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On the ball.
Switch. Check 3. No.
Hey, wahoo.
2nd and 9 now. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Let's go, let's go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
53, 53. Hey, let's get that home.
Play fake. Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Colts pick it up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 3 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Yeah. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Check it. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Leo. Fair.
Check the backer.
Hey, high 7.
Got 36. 36 the Mike.
Come on, boy. You got to go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
70, Indy. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
6, pull it high. 5.
Watch the twist.
Look at me. Go.
No.
Ready?
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense not getting out of their lanes.
Here's Mack. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
Double dog. That's the way. Watch
Back to throw here. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Go.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check, 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 check. Action. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run it with Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Kill, kill, kill.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Buying time to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He can run for it, and he will. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down is Murray. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
Look, squeeze. Crouch. Hey, Sam off. Tighten up. Ready?
Again, it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Indianapolis, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.